Search for those city's jail escapees concludes its second day. Sheriff Susan Hudson's predecessor as Orleans Parish Sheriff tells Fox 8 he is at a loss for words, and Marlon Gusman questions just how safe the jail is right now.
The net is just so strong, so wide, that there really is nowhere for them to go.
Former Orleans Parish Sheriff Marlon Gusman is sure of it. He says all remaining fugitives from Friday's midnight prison break eventually will be caught.
I'm really pleased to see that state police and others are involved, and they're going to take care of business.
While the next steps are clear to Gusman, understanding how 10 inmates were able to break a cell door, pull a toilet off a wall, crawl through these pipes, and run right across I-10, that's still a mystery.
Our protocol was standard. You know, you can't be relieved unless, proper roll call is conducted. So that's really strange.
Roll call is when deputies take a head count of the inmates. Gusman says that when he ran the jail, he did it for 17 years until May 2022. It happened at lockdown, nightly, around 10 o'clock.
That should have been checked.
And again at shift change the next morning between 6:30 and 7.
You make sure there's only 2 people in the cell. How could 10 people get in one cell?
Gusman said he finds it odd the jailbreak happened when no one was looking. Hudson said Friday that the lone monitor responsible for watching cameras in that area of the jail stepped away for food, providing that opportunity for the escape. Hudson said the jail is overcrowded and understaffed.
There are 1,438 beds, but that doesn't mean that you can fill every bed.
Gusman says these violent inmates should not have been held on the first floor of the jail. Hudson says she's working with about 60% of a full security team. But Gusman said he learned the eyes of the jail are even further flawed.
A third of the cameras were out. I was flabbergasted. That cannot happen because the cameras are essential to opening doors and closing doors.
Gusman says the jail was built as a state-of-the-art facility when it opened in 2015. But like any other system, maintenance and upkeep is essential.
Things change, and I bet you don't have the same cell phone that you had in 2012. Probably not even the same TV. So you have to continually upgrade these security systems. Most of all, though, you have to make sure that they stay functional and stay operative.
Gusman says the doors to this loading dock are supposed to be controlled by a computer system manned by a deputy.
Deputies don't walk around with keys in this building. Everything is done by central control. When it's your turn, your picture comes on that camera, deputy verifies it, and then lets you through.
Hudson is now investigating her own staff, suspicious that the escapees had help from the inside.
There was an interlock on the loading dock. What happened? There was 2 doors.
What happened is a question Gusman wants answered in full once all the fugitives are back behind bars.
For the safety of our city. That's the main concern right now.
In New Orleans, Maddie Kurth, Fox 8 Local First.